Varga flies them through the thickest part of the blizzard. Shards of ice crash against them as they brave this endless storm. But as they push through the weather, the sky parts and clears in nearly an instant. Within the heart of the storm sits a lone spiraling tower of black, jagged rock. The architecture was unknown to Óttalauss, for it was nothing like what he had seen before. After they land and dismount at the base of the tower, Óttalauss walks towards the massive structure. "What is this place?"
"This is the Husfjord, the House of Peace, a refuge for our kind. A home for those of us who can make it here. Don't all of us make it? Few do."
Varga enters the tower with Óttalauss following swiftly behind. Within the dark halls of the ancient structure sits many of their kind, afflicted with the same wolven curse. Some wear armor and display limbs made of ice, others wear robes akin to holy men.
"Who are you all?" "We call ourselves the Rhinebloods. We are guardians of sorts, and we hope you would join our numbers, should he allow it."
"Who's he?" Varga stops at a large doorway and pushes it open. He gestures for Óttalauss to enter. As he does, the door closes behind him. The room before Óttalauss was made entirely of ice and seemingly endless. The cold was bitter and yet oddly comfortable. Something about this was soothing to him. The bloodlust within had seemingly lessened for this short time alone. But within this icy hall, another figure made itself known. One of wolven shape, akin to his own, but wholly made of ice. The figure turns slowly to behold Óttalauss, tilting its head inquisitively. Óttalauss gives a slight bow as he's not quite sure what to do. The figure points deep within the hall, where sits a strange altar of black, jagged stone. Upon it lays a metallic crystal, bathing half the hallway in a purple hum. The crystal almost shakes as small bolts of energy crackle from side to side. Óttalauss felt an urge from within himself to touch the artifact. The frozen figure encouraged. As soon as he does so, the purple mark upon his hand turns a bright blue, and the world around him becomes ethereal. The figure changes, and its original form becomes more clear, though it is still made of ice. From its hands it shapes a blade of ice and passes it to Óttalauss, before making two of its own and attacking him. Thus Óttalauss's instruction began, to master his power as well as himself. From the once marauder's point of view, he has been training with the head of the monastery for almost a year in this ethereal world. But in reality, little over 3 days had passed, but enough time for a new Rhineblood to be forged.